our 101 episode.
Hey.
We want to keep it going just a little bit. I don't know how long we can keep this going. But I'm going to talk about some hip hop in 2001. And in 2001, man, Jay-Z dropped The Blueprint. Nas dropped Stillmatic.
Same year?
Jay-Z Blueprint, yeah.
Damn.
Jay-Z's Blueprint is my
year.
favorite Jay-Z album of all times, man.
I have to agree.
That.
I have to agree.
Woo, that soul album.
That's a fire. That's a classic record.
We had, to me, and this is to me, I can't speak for y'all, but this was like the greatest battle of all time for
First
me.
the Fat Boys break up, and every day I wake.
Jay-Z came out with the Takeover, and this was the first time that I actually heard a rapper say another rapper's name. Ask Nas, he don't want to withhold. No!
You heard How to Rob before that.
That was a joke. And it was fire, but it still was a joke.
Yeah.
But as far as like Nas and Jay-Z, for like rappers to be at that high of a plateau and for them to say each other's name, it was like, yo, this is fire. So Takeover was fire. And then Ether came out a few months later. It was the response that people thought Nas could not do. So my question for y'all is, man, what song was y'all rocking with, man? Ether or Takeover? Talk to me.
You can go first, Rick. You can go first.
Well, I mean, at first it was Takeover. I mean, you heard Takeover took over.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, shit.
And the Blueprint, man.
And with that
see.
he addressed more than Nas on Takeover. You listen to he took it. I mean,
Prodigy.
Mobb Deep.
Damn,
Damn. On that screen, he took like it.
Yeah.
But then you got Ether,
Yeah.
and it was like, damn. Now you just reading more into it. Now it feels more personal now, and it feel like it's just more like he just got real gritty with it.
Yeah.
Ether.
So it kind of Ether it trumped the whole Takeover shit. But honestly, like I don't know. I like the beat to Takeover. I like the whole how he just eliminated shit. He put it all out there. He laid everything out and just kicked ass and took names for the most part.
It's taking me so long to admit this, but I'm just get right to it. Takeover is a better song. Ether is fire. Ether was the record that we thought that Nas couldn't do. We like, no, it's over for Nas. And then he did Ether. And it was more of a song where he just like, fuck this, fuck that.
It was a retaliation.
Yeah, it was a retaliation.
It felt like I'm retaliating.
And it's what Nas needed. It's what nobody else would have came out with a record like that. I can't see nobody else replying to Takeover the way Nas did. So even though Takeover is better, because just like you said, Rick, he dissed Prodigy and Nas, two of the biggest names ever out of Queensbridge, and Jay-Z. Yeah. And Jay-Z being as non-violent as he is, and as a slick talker as he is, he talked mad shit.
He talked mad shit.
And there's no more disrespect than when a smooth ass nigga dish you and you gangster as hell. And it's nothing Prodigy could have did. Like Prodigy, they said Prodigy actually wanted to shoot Jay-Z. That's how mad he was.
I believe that though.
They said he wanted to shoot him.
Summer Jam, he literally put him on the screen in the tutu as a little. I mean, where'd he get that from?
Ashanti. Shout out to Ashanti. She gave it to Jay-Z.
Really?
Damn. Yeah. It's a true story. They went to the same art school or something.
Really?
Yeah, Ashanti and Prodigy, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Shout out to Ashanti. She's still fine, girl.
I'd pay for she fine as hell.
Jay-Z had those.
That's how he got that?
That's how he got that.
I'd have paid. I'd have paid for that. I gotta agree with Flaw. Takeover is definitely the better song. Ether is more like an emotion. You know what I'm saying? It's fire as fuck though. He said he talked a lot of shit, but Hov said some real disrespectful, factual type shit.
It wasn't. How factual was it? Hov was lying. Both rappers was lying.
But it was more jokes with Nas though. It was fire, but it was more talking shit and keeping the joke.
Damn. And one thing now, so let's break this down real quick.
Shit like this Gazy and Cockefeller records would be
right. That's nothing to do with nothing.
It has nothing to do with nothing. It's clever or whatever. And it's
okay.
Cool,
and Jay-Z's clever line was, "You got one hot album every 15 years." That's a lie. You can't tell Nas fans that he's only got one hot album. That's your opinion. So if Nas says, "Oh, Gazy and this," he just clowning, then Jay, you clowning because you can't sit up here and tell people that niggas like it was written, son. It's better to me. It was written is better than Illmatic, but Illmatic is the classic album. I Am. We was talking about that. I Am is fire.
Yeah, that's fire.
So when Jay-Z says, "Oh, you got one hot album every 20 years,"
they just fucking
around.
Yeah, they go. Yeah.
Now, one thing that Jay-Z said and Nas said, because I want to break these records down. Nas has to forever live with the fact that his Bodyguard verse was better than his. That shit hurts. And Oochie Wally,
that's not a fact. That's another opinion.
No, bro. Horse smoked Nas on Oochie Wally, son. That's a fact. That's a fact, son. I like head in the bathroom in the Billy or the coupe. Head in the Hey, yo, Horse killed Nas.
Got his verse. Damn, you're taking me back.
I like Nia Long and the Cherry Thorn with the lights on. You killing me? You kidding me?
I don't even
Nigga named Horse. Listen, your Bodyguard Oochie Wally verse is better than yours.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, he did say
Nas
Oochie Wally.
Son, Nas got to live with the fact that nigga named Horse shitted on him 16 bars.
Come on, man. Y'all, I gotta play devil's advocate now. Y'all just gonna jump on.
Hey, no, Nas is my guy.
Man, I can't. Y'all just really just gonna jump on it.
You love my style, nigga.
Like, y'all just I gotta play devil's advocate because I see y'all just wanna roll with hope.
But this is the thing. It's just like when people play football, they say you got mossed. Everything now is, son, you got Ether.
Right.
Yeah. So even though Takeover was the better record,
right,
son, you just got Ether.
I think Ether had definitely a bigger impact than what
because a lot of people
Takeover did.
You know why?
It was unexpected.
I mean, listen, they did the hot 97. Like,
you know how many bombs? I remember bombs. Flex drop bombs
on Ether was crazy.
Like, that shit was crazy.
Do y'all remember when they did with Angie Martinez interview Jay-Z? He came into the studio at the time when they was having this poll. They was having a poll, and they announced who was the hotter diss track, Takeover or Ether. And right when she announced that Ether was the hottest track, Jay-Z came in as the end. Yeah.
Wow.
Y'all remember?
I remember all of that. It's all on YouTube. Yo, go on YouTube and find all of those. Back when Jay-Z and Nas was going at it, and Nas came on the radio station too with Jungle and all of them. Like it's wild interviews, man. It's wild interviews.
My weapon started loading up this ammo to explode it on the candle.
Ether got the better hook. Like Ether is fire. And then on Ether, Nas said that you got murdered on your own. Basically, they both told each other that they got murdered on their own track. Like M killed Jay, which is a fact. But I'd rather get killed by Eminem than Horse.
KRS,
this is a fact.
KRS, like, this is shit. Like, he already had an album called Blueprint. Like, this is what he.
Yeah.
Veteran lit. Like, you know what I mean? He really just.
Another
doing. Even though I understand what Jay is doing, you got to keep Big alive.
Another thing that was real big for Ether was the fact that he took Hove's slogan and used it against. That was fire. Well, nah.
I proved we lost already.
That shit was fire.
Yeah.
That shit was. It was like, oh, that's disrespectful.
Yeah. So we changing our mind. So Ether the better song now.
God,
we changing our mind. What we doing?
I'm not changing. You know what? I'm calling 50-50, man. I'm calling 50-50.
Well,
I love them equally as much.
I took a poll on Twitter.
He said, "Hug me."
You was getting chased. That's a lie, but it's still funny though. So I took a poll on Twitter, and the results are in. Drum roll, please. Bing. 57% said that.
Oh, man, you ain't gonna play the whole episode. You want flagged on YouTube?
57% says Nas Ether was better.
57? That's 57%. A close margin, bro. That's not a real big swing.
Ether was better. Yeah.
I mean,
so 57 for Ether. How many for Takeover?
43.